as you can see, I got one of those surges. Well, to get the surges, that's what I did. If I was just outside it, I'd turn it off and I'd get in where I wanted to be, and then I would turn it back on, turn the Uber app back on. Because anytime I got close to it with the Uber app on, it would shrink. So I just left it alone because there was enough surges to go around to where it wasn't that big of a deal. But when I get outside the surge, 500 feet or whatever, just on the edge of it, I turn the app off, wait a few minutes, and kind of go into it a little bit. And then I'd be running around into the surge for another 30, 40 minutes to an hour, getting a bunch of them. So it wasn't too bad, but being far out away from it, I wasn't chasing it. There wasn't no way. Because it's not worth it. Because I've chased too many of them, and come to find out, I'd get close and it disappears. So I don't even worry about it. But I will say, the app I was using, I'm still on the fence about it, because I've tried to do some research on the different apps. Wasn't necessarily for the surge, but more so to keep track of the mileage and different things. And it actually, last 20 or 30 trips, it pinged them perfect where all the surges were. And that's the areas I just happen to be in. So it may be okay, it may not be, I don't know. I'll use it for the free trial, and then I'll make a YouTube video about it and see if it's worth messing with. If it ain't, then it ain't. But right now this video is about the surge and how I think I'm tired. How Uber, I think, is kind of a scam a little bit as far as the surge goes. But I will tell you this. Now, I know this to be true. I got a hit. I was 25 minutes away. And I was eating. The fat boys got to eat, so that wasn't happening. I hit no thanks. I went back to eating my crystals. And then it showed up again. Same place. It said 16 minutes away. Okay. Gotta watch out for the little scam with the time, too, I've noticed. They'll say it's 10 minutes away, and then when you accept it, it'll be 25 or 30 minutes away. And I was mad over that, because that's happened to me twice already tonight. So, I hit it, no thanks. It showed up again. Now, mind you, I'm 20 minutes away from where this thing's going off, because it was that busy in the other direction. And I was just, they could have it. I wasn't driving all the way back. It was 20 minutes away, get back into the busy, and I was fine where I was at. I was kind of slow but steady. I'd get one, and then a few minutes get another. I was cool with it. I was tired. The past 3 days has been exhausting. Good thing it's the last night. So this went on for about 5 minutes. Then finally, it pops up 20 minutes away. Still 20 minutes away. But it was a surge. I'm like, it's not showing up on my Uber app that I'm in a surge anywhere. So I'm trying to figure out why it's a 2-time surge for an X. So I went ahead and hit it. And yeah, I drove the 20 minutes. It didn't take me 20 minutes, but according to the mileage, the speed limit you're supposed to be going is 20 minutes. But I done been up and down this way in the past 2 days probably 100 times. At least 100 times. So I knew where all the cops were and what they were doing. So, you know how that goes. So I go down there, and the downtown was still jamming. I picked the guy up, took him all the way back where I was at. Literally, probably a mile from where I was sitting when I accepted it. And it was $30. Including his tip. Is what I got. So I can imagine what he paid. So it panned out. I guess you just got to be in the right spot and the right time. That's why I said don't chase them damn surges. If it's that busy, it'll come all the way out to you and make it worth your while to drive more than 10 minutes. If not, don't worry about it. You're going to catch it somehow or another. The other thing I've kind of discovered, if you set your settings that you're willing to do 45 minutes or more trips, you'll get a lot more long trips, not a whole bunch of short ones. And it kind of helps you, it kind of hurts you. In my market, if you're not careful, it'll hurt you because you'll get the long trips, but you'll end out in the boonies where there ain't nothing going on. Then you got to drive all the way back to where everything's happening. It's just, I've been lucky the past 3 days that the long trips have been 20 minutes in either direction, 20 minutes out of town. Then I catch one back 20 minutes into town. And it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that worked out fine. And the surge did all right. So you just got to be mindful what you're doing. Now in the inner cities, you shouldn't have a problem. Chicago, New Orleans, Detroit, places like that, you should have no problem getting anything at all with the surges. You should be balls to the wall. Well, that's it for this. I just wanted to put my input on this. I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed. So, hope you enjoyed this series. Keep watching because there's a few more things to learn that I'm learning. I think the next video is going to be about the app that I'm using. It's by Radar. I'm still up in the fence about it. You know me, I'm a pessimist. Thanks for stopping by. Like I was saying, according to this Radar app that I'm using, that I'm in the surge. So, yep, still sitting there. And nothing. So, that's what makes me think that the surge is BS. Unless you get down in the heart of it. They just try to get everybody over. And since I'm using the Radar app, I'm wondering if it's not somebody that made Uber made that app too. Woohoo! Okay, so I guess I was wrong. Guess the Radar was pretty alright, because I got me a doozy one. I'll get back with you on this.